I'm going to be replacing an old wood attic ladder with a Louisville aluminum attic ladder. When you're shopping for an attic ladder, know your ceiling height, your rough opening size, and the weight capacity that you want. I'm going to remove the trim and the old attic ladder. It looks like this one was just held in place with 16 penny nails, so you can either use a pull and pry bar to remove them or a sawzall. If you have lag screws, you're going to need an impact driver or a socket wrench. I'm going to use a sawzall and remove the bottom part of the ladder so it's a little lighter and easier to handle when I remove the last couple of nails. Drop it straight down. Alright, how is that? Can you grab this? Or you want to just tilt it and lay it on top of the ladder? You want to tilt it up and let the ladder hold it? Or you got it?
I think I got it.
Okay, alright, here it comes. All you. Because the old opening is 25.5 inches wide, I'm going to cut a couple pieces of lumber and reduce it to 22.5 inches. Now I'm going to put them in place, driving 3 16 penny nails into the ends. Once you have your opening size, you're going to use 2 pieces of wood in the front and the back of the opening to support the ladder when we set it inside. You can use something like a 1x4. For this ladder, the hinge side is going to go against the header, so I have about a 1/2 inch lip on the piece of wood in front. Measure your attic ladder so the second piece of wood is moved over enough to support it. For this attic ladder, they want you to remove the feet before you put it up into the rough opening and leave this plastic strap in place so it doesn't open up. Connect your pull cord before you put it up into the opening. Use 2 people to lift it up into the opening. I want the hinged end tight against the header. I'm going to center it and then hold it in place with 2 2.5 inch decking screws, but check your manual for your model. Beautiful, thank you. Once you have the door temporarily in place, you can open the door, and this just shows how this support piece grabs the frame, but it needs to allow the door to open. Square up the frame in the opening. I'm putting shims on both sides. I'm going to put 2 decking screws in to hold it temporarily before I put my permanent lag screws in. Now I'm going to hold it in place with the lag screws. On the sides, I'm going to use shims to fill the space between the frame and the joists, and I'm going to drill 1/8 inch pilot holes for the screws. To put in the lag screws, you can either use a socket wrench or an impact driver. Once you have your lag screws in place, you can score the shims with a utility knife and then snap them off. Once the lag screws are in place, you can remove the temporary boards and the plastic strap. Based on the ceiling height, I need to cut the rails down at this mark. Now you can attach your feet so they're level with the ground. It's much more secure than my old wood ladder. Now all you have to do is cut some wood trim to finish it off.